Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another new album review. And this is one we've been kinda anticipating for like half a year, perhaps longer. This was originally meant to come out in January, but for whatever reasons beyond our knowledge and beyond any explained reasons, it is only out now. This is AmaLee's brand new album based on her VTuber character Monarch, Rise of the Monarch. So
sorry, I really struggle with that one. Okay, yes, the new album is based on the VTuber.
yeah,
I did my absolute best on that one. Yes. So I've not seen much of the streams. I follow her, so I get the notifications popping up on my phone like, oh, come join the chat if you value your moral life. All right, sure. But so I get those. I think I watched like one time, and then I was like, watched for like 5 minutes. And I was like, all right, I get it.
yes. We've talked about VTubers before. We have a previous episode of the FireStorm podcast where we talk about VTubers and the good and the bad. And I've expressed my... we're going to clear the air as before we even get into the music. I expressed my desire, and it still holds true to this day, that I despise VTuber lore. I think VTubers are cool. I think they're a cool concept. I think I've gotten used to the idea of people transitioning into being a VTuber rather than being an on-face character, like having your face on the camera, and it's cool. I get it. Representing yourself as a character, it's cool. I just care not for lore, because I don't give a fucking shit about VTuber lore. And I'll be completely honest, AmaLee's is... oh boy, it's out there. Oh
boy.
I remember when we watched the trailer or something before her first stream about how she's been like, oh, I've actually been everywhere. I've been in every single anime affecting every single decision or something like that. And I laughed. I was not...
Yeah, apparently her character is like a DJing fucking time traveler who just like goes and meets every single anime character.
Yes.
Which is supposed to be like a joke on the fact that she's covered songs from like every single anime and like does voice acting and like all the whole shebang. But
yes.
I don't know. It's a bit definitely a bit of a stretch. Because like when you make a VTuber character, it's like, sure, like I get the desire for backstory of the character, and like here's what the character does, and like you're just playing the role of that character. That's fine. It's just like when you get like too into it, and you kind of come up with these weird backstories that don't really make sense and are just kind of dare I say cringe, that we're like, all right, you kind of lost me.
I literally expressed this desire in that episode, the VTuber episode. If you're going to go through this much effort to create a character with so much lore, write a fucking book, write a show. Don't try and make your life that character, because there is a stark difference. Go to the metaverse if you want to fucking if you want to do that for realsies. Mm-hmm. But
Mark Zuckerberg would love to have you.
Yes. So look, we're just clearing the air here now, because I know if we start to shit on VTuber lore after every single song that could slightly reference it, we're going to get in hot water again, like we did with Caleb Hiles' album review. So we're just being open and honest now. If you don't... my hope...
God, that's my favorite thing that has ever happened.
My hopes and desires for this album, I'm expecting references to her character, which is fine. I'm just hoping for good music, good singing, and if there's references to this fictional character that she's created, cool. I'm gonna put that aside. We've reviewed her music before. We reviewed the Unity album, And I, on my channel, reviewed
Which was
her,
all covers.
yeah, well, it was all covers. I reviewed her Hourglass EP on my channel, and her original music is often, like, when it's not based on a show, it's often a little bit different. Her Hourglass EP was very unique. Even though this
That's
is
what I call it.
yeah, even though this is technically based on her Monarch character, as far as I can tell, I'm expecting, I'm hoping for a bit of her unique flair when it comes to original music, but yeah, we don't know what to expect. Although I'm expecting to not like the 1 minute intro, which I'm expecting to be a monologue. Hopefully it's just some instrumental vibes. We'll see. We'll see. I just wanted to be open and honest with you guys now, and if you don't like our take on reviewing this sort of thing, leave now. Go.
You're not gonna be into this.
Yes. So, but
we've learned our lesson. We're gonna be as fair as possible.
Yes.
But we had that beaten into us last time. We understand what the problem we had with the Caleb Hiles thing, but that doesn't shake just if this is a monologue, what the fuck do you want me to say, right?
It's a monologue.
So
yeah, if it is, then yeah, what do we say other than okay, monologue?
Yeah.
But
we learn our lesson. We're going to be as fair as possible. I know, this is very similar to the Caleb Hiles album in that I don't think Miss Amanda has written all of the instruments herself. And I feel like, as someone who writes music, that there's a disconnect between sometimes the instrumentalists and the people who write the music, especially when the people who write the music don't know how to play those instruments. So it's it can be a bit tricky to get that balance right. So I'm hoping she's figured it out since Hourglass, and especially after, hopefully maybe she, well, I don't know, was that about the same time she learned that Caleb Hiles album came out? I don't remember. She's probably had these songs done for a long time, but yeah, we're gonna try, we're gonna do our best, and whatever happens.
yeah,
I'm hoping. AmaLee's a wonderful singer, so I'm really hoping she does well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I do feel like her voice is better catered to specific genre of songs, specific genres of songs, multiple. But sometimes when I hear her do heavier rock stuff, I'm like, don't know if it worked, does it?
Now the first question though, since this is an intro track, do you want to go straight from the intro to the second song immediately afterwards?
I was about to say that, yes.
Okay, let's do that when you're ready. There's no other
since we're doing this, in case you don't know how this works,
of course,
with our FireStorm album reviews, we're going to listen live. We're going to get our first impressions on the songs, but obviously we can't play them on the video because that's copyright infringement. So listen along with us. We're going to count down to the start of the song, and on go, we're going to play the song. So listen along with us, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, the whole 9 yards, however you want to do it. We're going to listen to usually one song at a time, but because this is an intro, we're going to go straight from track 1, Rise of the Monarch, into the first actual song from the Embers. So we're going to play those two back to back. So at the end of each song, we're going to stop and review it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then at the end, we'll give our whole spiel on what we think of the album as a whole.
Feel free to check out any of our older album reviews, except for the Caleb Hiles one, since it's not public anymore. Hey, fun. All right.
Wow. Yeah.
Please don't send us death threats on TikTok. That'd be
please don't post. Yeah, please don't post our criticism on your TikTok to get sympathy from your fans. Anyway,
sorry.
Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get killed.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna get murdered.
Okay, all right, let's go.
All right, for real this time. So we're starting on track 1 and going into track 2. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. This is better than I thought already.
Yeah, this is good. Vibes, this is what I wanted. I want the vibes for the album.
This is what she should have just been doing her entire career.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she should just be doing this. Like, she should be one of those singers that people hire to get on chill step music.
Yeah, it works. And there you go. So I understood that reference. Beat her down until she's just embers. See? References, I get it, but it flows. She will rise again. Let's go, Monarch. Okay, good intro for From the Embers, and here we go.
Cool. Whoa, she got an attitude already.
Ooh, clicks.
They're snaps.
Snaps.
Like... Okay. This is in the right direction. She's got it.
Let's go, Amanda. Different vibe from the intro, but I'm still enjoying this. This is awesome. I'm ready for the beat to drop.
I hope it doesn't. Oh, it's going to, though. Slightly disappointed. Maybe it won't.
We're continuing on this trajectory.
Oh.
Oh, this is cool.
This is delightful. That's not me being sarcastic. I love this style of music.
No, this is actually, yeah, I'm fucking into this. This is awesome.
Yeah, I have a lot of songs like this. This is really nice, actually.
It's like chill step, but a next level above, where you can kind of like dance and vibe.
I guess when you sing for like 12 years, you kind of learn like how good you sound in this kind of music. Must be nice.
See, I even understand if all these lyrics are like references or quotes or like if it's this just her story, but I'm alright with that. Like this, it vibes, it feels awesome.
This is already better than Hourglass.
I'm almost inclined to agree. Because I'll be honest, I never go back and listen to any of the Hourglass songs, but I can feel myself coming back to this.
If she's figured out that this is the style of music that works for her, and there's going to be more of this, I'm happy. I wonder. I would be kind of interested to see like the credits on these, see who she got to help her. Yeah, wow. That was like probably my favorite song of hers she's ever done.
Wow, and like for such a long preamble of us being worried about what this could entail, for an opening track, that was fucking beautiful. Like that was
That was really good.
Like
That was really
like,
good.
I've heard a lot of her original music, like the original songs she's made based on different shows and whatnot, and like a lot of them I enjoy, a lot of them I'm fans of, and all of her like solely original stuff, like essentially Hourglass, I enjoyed it, but it's such a different style of music to what I'm normally accustomed to listening to every day. I don't really go back and listen to anything from Hourglass, but that was fucking hit the nail on the head. I can feel myself coming back to From the Embers. That was awesome.
I have a lot of tracks like that. I have some from like CMA. I have some from like Blackmail. A lot of songs I have remind me of what I just heard, or that reminds me of tracks that I really enjoy and frequently listen to. So that's probably gonna I'll absolutely come back to that as well. And even so, like the instrumental and the way the vocals were mixed was absolutely just perfect, on point, just worked, and the whole mix was beautiful. Felt like I was floating on air. Like it was beautiful. Like I don't know who mixed that, but it was awesome. And
I'm almost inclined to say Sean Christmas, but I could easily be wrong.
Nope, I don't think it was. It didn't sound like one of his mixes. I mean that guy's so talented he could pull it off, but still, like he it could be anyone. And there's a lot of like when you deal with like chill hop or chill step or whatever you want to put that as, like it's stop. I'm not done yet. It's very delicate. Like it's a very delicate mixture, a very delicate balance you have to nail, and she absolutely nailed it, because you can't go too hard on the vocals, but there are times when you can escalate it a little bit and it'll work, and she did that. And there's also the moments I really liked in this that really solidified how cool that was for me, was when she was, because these moments happen in all songs like these. It's like a necessity, you gotta have it, where the vocals kind of they take little breaks but then repeat themselves a little bit in like the background of the mix. And there's moments like that where the instrumental's kind of going boom 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 and going, like the instrumental's in full swing and she's like fly away, and then it takes a little break, fly away. Those are the moments that I'm like, all right, that's it, she's nailed it. Like
yeah.
It was really big vibes, and like those kind of moments happen in all the songs like this, and it's just so good, and that was really well done. That's probably my favorite song she's ever made. Like that was really, really good. I am so impressed already. That was like way better than anything on Hourglass.
Oh,
wow.
You already have your mind blown though. Information I've pulled from the song preview crossfade video that she uploaded for all of the songs. Tracks 1 and 2, 4 and 8, co-written, produced, mixed, and mastered by Sean Christmas. What a lad. He pulled it off. Also, interesting note, the description she has for this: debut original album featuring eight songs telling the story and lore of my villainous VTuber Monarch. Dark pop, edgy, villainous vibes. This album is a perfect soundtrack to blast while you embrace your villain arc. So, dark pop and some edgy is what we should expect. I wouldn't call that dark pop. I don't. What would you call that song there? Like
chill hop.
If you had to,
I would call it chill hop. Hip hop.
Okay.
It's crossover of chill step and hip hop. Yep.
Okay. Wonderful.
So there you go. I mean, I know hip hop technically has rapping in it, but it's kind of anything with vocals we kind of call with that. It could be like, I mean, it might even just fall into the chill step genre, but either way, it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. Like, it doesn't need a genre. It's just what it is. So, yeah, we can go ahead and move on to track number 3, Metamorphosis.
I will also mention this seems to be a more of a unique song, Metamorphosis, because track 3, co-written and produced by Outerclad, mixed and mastered by Sean Christmas. I'm not sure who Outerclad. I'm not sure who they are, but since it's the only other song apart from the featured song with Maury Calliope, this sounds like it's going to be another very unique song compared to the rest.
As long as Sean mixed it, then it's fine.
Yes, Sean mixed it. All right.
I don't care either way. So, track number 3, Metamorphosis. We're playing it in 3, 2, 1, go. That was a bit odd. This is already better than anything on Hourglass 2. Wow. She's really figured it out.
It took a few years, but she's fucking found it.
Thank you, Sean. Everyone say thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. I'm getting Echo vibes from this. Why?
You don't listen to a lot of like techno music, do you?
No. I mustn't.
Because you only get other AmaLee song vibes from this.
The DJ Joe AmaLee cover of Echo is what I'm getting from this. Yeah.
Yeah, you must not listen to a lot of this style of music. That's kind of sad.
It's probably just because she's the one singing it. That's probably why I'm getting that vibe.
Wait. Is it? It's not over, is it? I can't. My bar's not moving.
There's another minute.
Oh shit.
She's a fan of the drops before the final chorus.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, my bar's not moving, so I can't tell how much time has passed.
I'm no longer the moth, I am the flame. I do like that.
Whoever fucking produced this, he gets it.
Yeah, Outerclad, whoever you are, fucking good job on that. Damn.
All right.
Yeah, I'm definitely
More good
not
stuff.
exactly. Yeah, I'm definitely not the biggest like listener of techno music. That is definitely true, but it's certainly because of that style with her voice. I just immediately thought of Echo. So yeah, sue me. But yeah, no, that was very, very
The
good.
only other techno song Trent listens to.
The only other techno song with AmaLee in it. I honestly, yeah, I can, look, if you ask me to name a techno song right now, I'd fucking fail. I got an F on that exam. But, shit. That was
I mean, honestly,
very
if you
good,
have
yeah.
Echo, you probably don't need any other ones, to let's be honest. The Echo is like all techno songs in one.
Yeah, I've heard like 4 different covers of it. It's pretty good. Yeah, shit. What can we really say about that? That was just good vibes. I do like Sean has fucking nailed the producing. Like he knows when to drop it. They know when
He didn't
to
produce
stop
it. That was the Outer Clad. He didn't produce it.
Sorry. Sean mastered it. Sorry, yes. Outerclad. What was it? Essentially, with a lot of these AmaLee songs, either her or whoever's mixing it or whoever's mastering it, whoever's producing it, whatever the role is, they know when to stop the lyrics, and they have the perfect amount of time in between, like the gap, just until they start singing again. They have the perfect pause, so you get back into it. And yes, I very much enjoyed that. That was another good song. I'm glad this album. Okay, I'm understanding it. I'm getting in the rhythm. I'm happy.
Yeah, this is really good so far. It's I don't know like what the actual role is with the instruments, but whoever's picking up the synthesizers is really killing it. I'm assuming it's Sean. Because that guy, like, he just must be mixing shit like nobody's business. And I've learned a few things. Actually, Phil, Michael's roommate, the one who mixed and mastered my ReZero covers, actually is not friends, but like maybe acquaintances with Sean Christmas. So I kind of got some insider knowledge about how his mixing process is, and I won't go into it here, but we all need to thank him for that high note. We all need to thank him for that high note that AmaLee held for a while there. We all need to thank him for making that sound good. That was really like the way that flowed in the mix and like felt. I was really impressed. And not that that's anything new with Sean, but that was like the whole time. He's just been absolutely killing it. Like he just gets it. Like and here's a bit of an anecdote for you. It's not a personal anecdote, but it's a Michael anecdote. This was in 2016, I think, maybe 2015. He once asked Sean. He once messaged Sean Christmas to mix one of his songs for him, and if you want to, if I'm not to sell out Phil here, but if you want to know what I paid for my ReZero covers to be mixed, it was a grand total of $0. Sean, for one song, charged $500, and normally Phil charges like $50 to people who aren't me or Michael. So that shows you how much he does. Like it's no exaggeration to say that like at this point these songs would not be nearly as well put together as they are if Sean didn't have a hand in them. Like that man is insane. He is insane, and there's no stopping him. And he also he probably just makes Nate Wants to Battle's instrumentals at this point. He pretty much just makes those motherfuckers like by himself, and then Nate sings over them. Like it's insane. Like that man he just does so much work, and he's so good at everything he does. So especially for Nate Wants to Battle's like covers, he basically just makes those instrumentals by himself, and he's just like, yeah, all right, here you go, bud.
And I love listening to a Nate Wants to Battle song and then to a Sean Christmas song, and the instrumentals are like, yeah, I can tell you're the same dude that made both. Like it's so obvious, but he's a fucking legend, man. He's give big props to Sean Christmas there, and my God, what
a man! I don't know who the Outerclad was, but that was a really nicely produced song as well. Really well put together. So I know you didn't want to. I mean, do you want me to explain really quick the difference between the producer and the mix and master?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I feel like I need a difference.
Okay. So the producer, in any song, a person who produces the song basically helps them write it and creates their artistic vision into a reality. So they're like someone who knows how to write a song in its entirety, and there's someone who knows how to put together like the structure of a song and the flow of a song, and because usually when an artist writes it, they usually have like maybe a chorus and maybe a verse, and like, you know, you have like an acoustic guitar thing. Like you have a bare minimum. Here are the chords. Here are the lyrics. That's what you have when most artists write a song. They have like very bare minimum. So a producer helps them turn that into a full song. So they take what the bare minimum was and transform it into a full song that can go and be marketed and sold. Whereas the mix and master basically does all the technical work and adjusts the levels of each instrument, adds effects to each instrument, picks out the sounds for each instrument, like basically voices it, tunes, auto tunes or whatever, however you want to say it. They tune the vocals. They're doing all the technical work that turns the song into like how we actually hear it, in terms of volume and sound. Whereas the producer actually helps write it. That's how Grammy works.
That makes a bit more sense. I kind of understood that was the general vibe for mixing and mastering. Like they're the ones that like have all the components and then add them together and adjust.
Yes.
Accordingly. Like I understood that much, but yeah, producing was kind of like, wait, what? Like that kind of shot. I didn't really know, but okay, that makes sense. So yeah, Outerclad, who only seems, if I found the right account, only seems to have like 300 followers on Twitter. He doesn't seem to be that big. So they helped AmaLee and Sean Christmas with that one, and Sean Christmas has taken care of the rest for every other song. So what a fucking legend. So yeah, well done to both of them, and of course, well done to AmaLee thus far. The voice and her style of singing really has found its home here, and I feel like this is peak AmaLee, and I'm glad that we're getting this. And like, yeah, I can hear some of the lyrics and I can hear some of what would be references, but they're sung and like the words are in such a way that they're also vague enough to contribute to any other matter of life. Like that one bit I called out was just like, I was the moth baby, but now I am the flame. That fucking slaps. Like, fuck yes, that is some good shit. I don't care if that's for you now becoming a villainous VTuber. That fucking slaps. So I am ready to continue on, and I'm very happy with this.
Okay, so we are going to track number 4. We're going to start playing in 3, 2, 1, go. This is Monster You Made, by the way, with a U because it's cool.
Yes. I'm getting... Here's the edgy coming.
No way.
Ooh. Not what I expected.
Mm-hmm. Where has this been in like the last 10 years?
Okay, alright. Another vibe.
Whoa. Oh, come on now. Rude. I mean, it's vibey, but that's a disappointing chorus.
It's a bit repetitive. And for an under 3 minute song,
I mean, we love the ending on that minor. That's great. I love that, but I mean, oof. That's the weakest one so far, aside from the intro. But wasn't
I agree.
bad.
Yes. Yeah, for a song under 3 minutes, it did get rather repetitive with the chorus, but I understand the vibe it was going for, and like I feel like the whole like now I'm the monster that you made with such a like yeah, I kind of slightly edgy vibe, but it was mostly chill. I was just kind of like, yep, I'm vibing and kind of concerned. But yeah, probably the least impressive, but still decent song. Alright, I can rate.
Yeah, that wasn't
But,
bad. I didn't really mind it. It was a little too wordy for my liking, but the verses had a little bit too many words. Should have calmed down on the words a little bit, and then maybe tried a little bit harder with the chorus. I mean, it's not even just that it was repetitive; it's that it was repetitive in itself. It just said, now I'm the monster that you made, that you made, that you made." Like, okay, like just
Yeah, true.
And the melodies were like, because repetitiveness works in this style of music. Like, there's so many songs like this that are just repetitive and repeat the same stuff over and over again. Like, that's not my problem. It's just that it uses the same lyrics and melodies just within the same like 8 bars of the chorus or whatever. Like, it uses that same melody like twice. Like, you made it does that twice in like 4 bars. I'm like, all right, come on now, try something else. But I mean, yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, I get it. She wanted to be a little edgy. I'm hoping that's about as quote unquote edgy as it gets. But well, we have the next song.
Okay. Do you know anything about Maury Kalopi?
No, should I?
No, you don't need to. From what I know, though, Hololive VTuber, her character is the Grim Reaper, and she's actually released a lot of
She's the
music
one
on
with
her own.
pink hair and big titties, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've listened to a few of her songs. None of them really. I didn't really care for any of them. She prefers to rap usually, and that's why like the fast talking in Monster You Made. I was kind of like, can AmaLee rap? Like I know songs that she's featured in or stood in like made before. I remember her rapping, like she was all singing. So I'm kind of thinking, is this next song going to be a rap? But the only the song that always comes to mind when I think of Maury Kalofi is her song "Excuse My Rudeness, but Could You Please R.I.P." in which I love the instrumental, but her singing really fucking annoyed me because it was the purposely like it was like almost a tsundere singing, like the sweet voice asking you to die, and I was kind of like, I hate this. But I love the instrumental, but I hate her singing. But I know she can rap. Maury definitely can rap, so I don't know if this is going to be both of them rapping together. I don't know if this is just going to be plain old singing, because haven't heard any of her music, which is just normal singing. So I am a little concerned about this song, but we will see. It is called Villain Vibes, though, so who knows? Who knows? Let's get into it and find out.
All right, here we go. We're playing track number 5 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, rap.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
That was unbelievable drop there.
Villain Vibes taking lives. She likes repeating herself. Oh, okay, that hit me. Just dead silence. Okay, Maury, please just sing and don't rap. That's all I'm asking.
You shouldn't have said that.
I know.
Oh, here it comes. Nope. Never mind.
But it's still...
Nope, that's AmaLee.
She's gonna have a 40-second rap part soon, I bet.
Guaranteed.
Damn it. God damn it.
You shouldn't have said that. Oh my lord. You were right. 40-second. She literally had a 40-second.
Not the worst. Alright. I can chill with that. That was alright. And she really does like repeating herself.
It's probably because she doesn't know how to write music.
Oh my god. We're gonna get cancelled again.
Well, then she wouldn't repeat herself so much. What? I'm just kidding. That was a joke, by the way. That was a joke.
FYI, that was a joke. I did enjoy that, though. That was definitely unique and fucking caught me off guard. That was much more edgier than Monster You Made. Again, a little bit repetitive with villain vibes, taking lives, killing, all that shit. Like, again, repetitive. That just seems to be a hallmark of AmaLee. I didn't mind Maury's inclusion there. That was alright. That, you know what? Not the worst. I can chill with that. Definitely From the Embers and Metamorphosis are still top for me at the minute. But I alright. I like that one.
That was a song. There was... Listen, Maury Calliope, I think, did whatever her desire name. That was...
Maury Calliope.
Calliope. There's definitely an I there, but sure.
I don't know.
I don't trust you to read anything, so she did well. I didn't think her inclusion was too far off the mark. It didn't really bother me at all. She did pretty decent. She had some decent rhymes there. I appreciated that. I can see, like, you know, given this is a whole VTuber thing, I think her inclusion makes sense. You know, I didn't know what to expect going into this one. But I mean, when you call a song Villain Vibes, I really don't think you have to say the words Villain Vibes. I think you can just write lyrics that are interesting and it'll explain itself that way. You know, like, you don't have to say Villain Vibes, Villain Vibes. You could just, like, be a villain and then the villain vibes will come across. You know, that's just my personal opinion, but... You know,
like,
do whatever you want.
I didn't mind the rhyming of, like, taking lives, like, ending. I didn't mind the rhyming scheme there, but, like, fucking, yeah, saying villain vibes over and over again, a bit of a moot point. It's called villain vibes, so you understand that.
It doesn't, like, that rhyme scheme means nothing because you could do it with anything. Like, you could do it with literally any other lyrics. You know, just come up with something that does the same thing in the rhyme scheme. That's all you would have to do. Like, I mean, it's not like it's a huge thing, but I'm just saying, like, you could make the lyrics infinitely more interesting if you just change them a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. That was probably my least favorite out of all of them so far. It wasn't bad. Like, Sean really carried that one. It didn't really, just kind of felt a little bit lazy and just something to include Mori, which I guess is fine. I kind of expected that. That's probably the one I won't be coming back to.
I think you're right, though. That song, to me, that song was good. It would have been infinitely more better with a few more different lyrics instead of repeating yourself. But, oh well, that was alright. That was good. I can vibe. Not villain vibe, though. So, let's move onwards.
Right. I don't know what this stands for, but it's track number 6 is called MWTWB. So
I tried looking it up. I fucking read it somewhere, but I can't remember it for the life of me. So whatever it means, I'm sure she'll say something. I'm sure she'll say whatever it means in the lyrics, and we'll have to keep an eye out for it. But
great.
Oh well.
All right. Well, we're playing
listen.
track number 6 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Whoa, no explicit warning?
Bitch doesn't count, no.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nope.
Sweet.
Bitch and shit don't count, I believe.
Huh. Oh, there you
There
go.
it is.
Oh, no.
Messing with the wrong bitch.
Messing with the wrong bitch. There you go. Try it. Try it, bitch.
I'm conflicted.
No. No.
I'm not even surprised.
This is everything I was afraid of.
I'm conflicted. Man. This is like the best. This is the best performed song. This is her best vocal performance of the whole album so far. And the music is incredibly done. Like, well written. It's so good. The music is so well written. And the lyrics make me want to cry.
The lyrics here are everything I was afraid this album would be.
Can I just have this instrumental and use it for something else? This is whenever someone criticizes Marin from Dress Up Darling, she sends him this song.
Okay, so good instrumental. AmaLee sung that very well. That was okay, but the lyrics was everything I was afraid this album would be. And I feel like that's what this is the highest performing song, only because this is the same day the album has come out at the minute, and it's the only one we can see the amount of plays on. But that song is what the die-hard Monarch fans will fucking crave. They will love that song. Messing with, like, I feel like certain lines are such fucking, like, typical quotey evil anime villain like lines you would hear, like, but they don't work in a song. You didn't think I'd let you escape, like that, or like whatever that fucking bit was. That doesn't work in a song. Like, it just doesn't flow well. And then, yeah, of course, she says "ara ara." She fucking says that, like, all the time in her streams. Like,
you watch her streams?
No, but like the clips I've seen like 1 minute clips, and every time there's an "ara ara." Like, I haven't watched any of her streams since the first one, but I've seen clips and all that, and like every so often when I've been checking her Twitter to see what the update on the album is, like, a lot of that is what I see. So that I still put that higher than Monster You Made. Monster You Made was just a disappointment for me. I'd say Villain Vibes is above this, but yeah, I know Messing with the Wrong Bitch Now is a song that diehard Monarch fans would like.
It's just Messing with the Wrong Bitch.
I'm expecting Call Me Messing with the Wrong Bitch, true. I'm expecting Call Me, I don't know why, probably just because of the name, Call Me King is going to be very similar to this. I'm really hoping Drink Your Lie is another standout. We'll see. What were your thoughts?
It was a song.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I pretty much gave my thoughts in the low part, like when it went down. I mean, the music, like that was her best vocal performance of the whole album so far. Not like, at least the most last, like, leaving an impression. As far as leaving an impression goes, she did really well on the vocal performance. Yes. Because I mean, I like, you know, stuff from the Embers, like, that was really good vocal performance, but it wasn't as impactful as this one was. She did really well with those gritty lines, and because grit is it really takes some time to nail it down, and she's got it here. It was only like recently that I found that I was like, all right, I can hit the right notes that I want with grit, because sometimes I would go too high or too low. And it is an art in its own right, and her being able to nail it like she did was really, really impressive. I liked that. And the music, like, honestly, melodically and musically, was one of my favorite. Like, overall, like, that was a really good song. It was a really good song. It was when the lyrics came in that I was like, all right, because I don't know anything about her whole stream Monarch villain, whatever. I don't know anything about that. I don't have a problem. I don't necessarily see the issue with including all of the, you know, the lines like "I'll cut you down." It's whatever. It's just used in moderation. I feel like they're much better used in moderation and not repeatedly throughout the entirety of the song. Like, if there was like some lead up to like, "I'm gonna cut you down" or whatever, "you're messing with the wrong bitch," if there was like some, you know, she didn't really say, what did she say? I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Either way, and like, there were some moments where she was going really fast, like she was repeating some eighth notes, like there was a bunch of eighth notes all in a measure. She nailed those. Of course, the lyrics were disappointing, like the actual words she was saying, but in terms of like timing and like actually getting the notes right, she nailed it. So if those lyrics didn't, well, I won't go that far. if the lyrics weren't disappointing, then I think that would be a really strong entry into the album. But
I just wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, I don't see what the point of repeatedly emphasizing the whole who's the baddest bitch of them all, who's gonna murder people. There's something about seeing bodies on the ground. I don't know. It didn't really hit right with me. Something about talking about murder. But whatever.
See, I feel like I'd come back to this song, ignore the lyrics, and only sing the "messing with the wrong bitch now." Like, I'd only sing that bit and ignore the rest of the lyrics. But I'd vibe to the rest of the song. That's it's an interesting one. But
I see.
Yeah. All right. Let's move steadfast to the next song, track 7.
So track 7 is called "Drink Your Light," which I don't know what that means, but whatever. We're gonna find out. It's gonna be exciting. Everybody join in. We're playing in 3, 2, 1, go. Well,
not
hope you weren't expecting a standout.
Ooh.
I don't think you
That's
drink
a cool
light.
Instrumental.
Hello, harmonies. What does that mean?
Oh, she's like taking the light from a person. Okay.
How did you get that? Alright, whatever.
That's what she's doing. She's drinking the light out of someone else and killing them. That's what's happening here. I like it though. I'm actually vibing to this. This is a bit
You still
empty.
vibing over there?
I was vibing, now it's kind of like, what's happening? Burn!
That's a nice harmony. It's a really nice harmony. Great.
It would let you, but... Okay.
Down bad? I need some fucking water. That was it, right? My bar was not moving again.
That was it. Again? Again, not a lot to the song. Very repetitive. But it was, again, each instrumental has been solely unique, which I am very happy with. I'm glad Sean has been able to flex his creative muscles and show off Like, and like make everything sound different and unique. Whereas a lot of songs could easily fall into the same trap of sounding somewhat similar. I got the lyrics. Despite the fact she's literally threatening to bite you and drink your light, much more subtle, at least, compared to the bitch song. So, not bad. I could vibe to that, definitely.
That was... I mean, it's... I mean, that was... I mean... I don't even know. I've kind of lost it at this point. Like, it's kind of been on its way out since Monster You Made. I didn't really expect it to go from subtle to not subtle as the album progressed. That's not really what I expected. It's fine though. I didn't really particularly care for that one. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't bad. I was actually much more impressed with the bitch one musically, because this one was even more repetitive and felt pretty lacking in terms of just general musicality. I don't have a problem with that necessarily, but in comparison to the others, I felt a little disappointed. Disappointed, that's how you say that word. If it was possible to make a good song with just a kick and a snare clap, then Sean Christmas would have pulled it off, but unfortunately that's not how the world works. And that was a little that is the very definition of mid. Like, I just did not care. Like, I don't care. It was whatever. Fine.
Like, just the tone of the song, I unironically feel like that shit could be played in nightclubs and not feel out of place. Like, it was just such a different... Like, it was repetitive as fuck, but that sort of shit fits well in that scenario. And with what she was going for with the lyrics, like, it almost sounds saucier. Like, I'm going to, like, the biting and drinking of light. It sounds like something that could fit in a nightclub and not feel out of place. But in regards to this album, you're right. Like, we went from very subtle, whimsical, and beautiful to very obvious and heavier and kind of like in your face with "sup, bitch," and I'm like, okay, I'm afraid. So we have one song left, guys. We have nearly made it through, and this one has the explicit warning: expect the fuck word. Woo!
Expect the fuck word. All right, everyone, fucking pray for me because I'm gonna need it to get through this. All right, we're playing track number 8 called "Call Me King" in 3, 2, 1, go.
Slow down. Okay.
Maybe she went through a breakup and became a VTuber.
That would be the shittest origin story ever. Okay. Let's pick it up.
Oh, she said it.
There it was, guys.
I swear to God, this is just her version of like a Taylor Swift breakup song.
I can see that. Okay, we're getting less subtle. Yeah, Taylor Swift made a techno breakup song. This is it.
That's why I said it.
Yeah, I get it, 100%. Love her voice during this. Wonderful.
Oh, she's doing the whole thing. Yeah, do it.
Oh, she's
yes.
referencing it all. There it is. I felt like all of that, at least at the ending where she went more serious and fuck it. Like, I prefer that inclusion to, like, mixing it with her other types of singing and the way she naturally sings compared to the 100% grit that was the bitch song. Like, I prefer that little mix-up. That's the conclusion. It felt like a conclusion, and I didn't mind that. That was alright. It was very nice. She really can hit those high notes, though. Damn. She's fucking got a great voice for it. I'm glad she's made... this is what she's calling her debut album. Original album, and she did a good job.
Yep, she did. You know what? I'll rag on it all I want, but that wasn't bad at all. I just didn't... I felt... I mean, the first two tracks were so good that I was, like, kind of hoping for a little bit more, but it did feel like it kind of fell into a rhythm, which is fine. I don't mind that. But the rhythm was the wrong one. And the rhythm was like, oh, I'm VTuber, I like killing people, I will assert my dominance over you. Great. I get that's what you're going for, and I can appreciate that. It's just that the first two tracks kind of really impressed me, and then I was like, all right, we kind of lost it from here.
Yes.
I don't have a problem, like, her singing was fine, and the fuck it really caught me off guard. I was fine with that. I don't have a problem. Like, that song in itself, it did sound nice. The whole album sounded nice, but and musically that one was, I mean, just as good or bad as any of the others. I mean, yeah, I probably won't come back to anything other than the first two tracks here. But I mean, the first two actual tracks anyway, but I mean, for what it was and for fans of her VTuber character, I think they're gonna eat it up. So good for them. And I don't have a problem. Like, that was, I mean, I'll rag on it all I want, but Hourglass was a fucking mess, and this was infinitely better than Hourglass. I don't know what's happening in Hourglass. Someone somewhere, it's like playing a game of telephone was what Hourglass was. You know, like the game where you tell someone something and it turns into something different by the time you get to the end. That's what Hourglass was. It was a mess. And this one was infinitely better. Like, she finally figured out how to get that music written, and, well, actually I think she's just figured out to have Sean do it all for her, which is the right call. So that was good.
That's not downplaying AmaLee there.
It's not.
It's just it's just raising up how fucking extraordinary Sean Christmas is.
Yes.
That's
it's not saying like she obviously had a very big part in writing the songs as we hear them. It's obvious. And she has been doing music for like probably half as long as I've been alive. And she knows how to write music. It's just like she probably had a lot of help from Sean Christmas, and that really showed. And it was very strong. Overall, like I really can't, like, at least as a musician, I can't complain too much. Like that overall was like very strong debut album. Like she delivered on what she said she was going to deliver on. And I don't have a problem with that. It's just personally, it's not really my thing. I do prefer the subtlety. Like, again, I still think From the Embers is my favorite AmaLee song to ever happen, including her covers. I'm not a huge fan of AmaLee's covers. I don't have a problem with them, but her lyrics sometimes leave something to be desired, in my opinion. But the From the Embers was astonishing, like very, very strong. And I'm a big fan of that one. Metamorphosis was pretty good as well. But yeah, like very strong entry, and musically I really can't complain too much. She's a great singer, and I mean, I'm just imagining people who heard her for the first time as Marin from Dress Up Darling coming in and finding this, and it's like, ooh. Like, oh, she sings. But... Oh, Marin sings, does music. Oh, I don't know. The thought is kind of funny to me, but yeah, good stuff. I probably won't come back to anything other than the first two, but that was fine.
If you say From the Embers and Metamorphosis is 1 and 2, what would be your third favorite out of the rest of them? Like, I know you didn't really have high opinions of any of them, really, but
no.
Except for Bitch Song. But
yeah, I mean, it probably would be Bitch Song just because of the musicality of it, but because I mean, Call Me King was nice. I could have gone without the ending section where she recites all the song names.
Yeah, same.
I really could have gone without that, but I mean, her going into mixed voice like she did to get to those high notes, she mixes that falsetto into it. Really nice. Is it? I guess it's still called falsetto, but yeah, she goes into her little mixed voice, and it's really nice. I mean, I'm not particularly a fan of any of the others, at least on a personal level. Either Bitch Song or Call Me King are probably number 3 in there. So one of those two.
Mm-hmm. For me, I like any of these songs I could see myself coming back to in the right scenario, except for the intro, and I'll be honest, Monster You Made, like, I could never find myself in a scenario where I'd want to listen to that. So even the Bitch Song, which I was afraid that the entire album was going to be like that, I could even come back to that because it was built very well. I just need to ignore the lyrics. Like, everything else was fucking awesome, but I just need to ignore the lyrics. For me, From the Embers and Metamorphosis fucking excelled, and I'm almost inclined to agree with you that From the Embers is perhaps the best song she's ever made. Like, she's ever sung in. Like, it is just next level. And, so if I'm going From the Embers and Metamorphosis, probably the third favorite is Drink Your Light. I don't know, it just was really cool to me. I enjoyed that. Well done, AmaLee, and well done everyone else that took part. Alta Card, Sean Christmas, and Maury for her feature as well. You guys all did a great job in making an original album, and I'm glad it wasn't entirely like, I'm Monarch and eat shit, loser. I'm glad. You're right in starting it off with From the Embers and Metamorphosis really sets you up for something different. And then the rest of the album is a bit more obvious in what it's trying to do. I went from floating on air in From the Embers to being fucking stabbed in the gut in the Bitch song. So, you know, what can you do? But it was a really good album. So, well done, everyone. That was good.
Good stuff. So yeah, thankfully that was just a strong entry. So we're hopefully safe from being harassed. So thank you all for watching.
And please take our criticism as constructive criticism. We're not trying to downplay any of the hard work or anything that anyone's trying to do. We're literally just here to critique, and especially, like, I value Gus's opinion on this because he has been making music for a long time as well, and he's got a lot of experience in this sort of like business, and I can only judge as someone that loves music more than anything else. If I wasn't a writer, I'd be doing my absolute best to become a musician, but I've chosen writing first.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, please take this as a criticism, and yeah, we hope you enjoy.
I don't mean anything bad against AmaLee. Like, she's a wonderful singer, and it's just that, like, I do feel like sometimes when people who mostly like cover music try to write, it can get out of hand. But this was really strong. Just like on a personal level, there were like the latter half of the album I don't really see myself coming back to, but it's not like it was bad. I just like had some gripes with the lyrics, and that's about it. So yeah, I mean, well done all. So yep, we're safe.
Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in to this album review. If you want to check out our other album reviews, we've done a lot of mainstream artists and bands as well as YouTubers. Check out the playlist. And yeah, if you want, subscribe to us, follow us on Twitter, SilverStorm100 and TrentAM27 and FireStorm Pod for our collective Firestorm bullshit. And yeah, thanks very much for watching and listening, everybody. Catch you next time.
Bye.